Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Mafex Superman Superboy Return of Superman action figure. I was asked to review this. I already had it, I just hadn't gotten around to reviewing it, so here it is. Whoever it was that asked for it, there might have been two of you. Here it is. Hopefully you guys want to see this. Did I review Eradicator? I'm pretty sure I own it. I don't think I reviewed it. Do you guys want me to review that too? Should I? I know it's been out for a while, but if you want me to, I'll do it. Anyway, Superman's hot right now, kind of, I guess. Some people are saying it's doing great at the box office. Some people are saying it's not making any money. I don't know. Somebody's lying about how much it's... Anyway, Superman's a popular character, so I'll review it. What the heck? Here he is. It's Superboy. Is Superboy a popular character? I have no idea, but this is the figure, so let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I want to show you my package. Mafex does a good package. It's not the most complex thing in the world, but the figure's very obvious. Accessories are there, good size window. The box is modest, but good enough. And then you get a lot of photos on the back. This is one of the best packagings ever in terms of the back of the box. Mafex really nails it. I like that a whole bunch. And he does come with his jacket if you like that. But yeah, there it is. There's Superboy. Let's do a question of the day. Is Superboy popular? At least this version? Or some other version? Or I don't know. What's his name? Is it Connor? You guys know I'm not a Superman guy, which apparently a lot of people got mad about. In one of my Superman reviews, I said, I'm not that big on Superman. Don't care about the character, not interested in the movie. People got so mad. Believe it or not everybody likes the same things you like. Some people love Superman. Some people don't even know who he is. That's how the world works. I just don't care about Superman. 15 centimeters the top of his head, not counting his hair. That's going to make him about 6 inches, give or take. Here he is up against a Darwin. Yeah, I'd say he's probably doable in 1/12 scale. Might even be a little bit big. I don't know how tall he's supposed to be. But here it is. Let's do a question of the day. Did you know that not everybody likes the same character? No, I'm joking. Do you guys like this version of Superboy? I know nothing about him other than what he looks like. Could not care less about Superboy as a character, but I do like this outfit. I think it's pretty cool, other than maybe the yellow on the black isn't my favorite, but I like the rest. It's a pretty cool looking suit, I think. I don't like the jacket in terms of character design, but maybe it's good on the figure. But yeah, I think it's a cool look. Okay, so let's get into this. Aesthetically speaking, I think Mafex did a really good job on this. They're known for their more slender figures. It suits this character pretty well, and they did a decent job not making him look too slender. His chest shape is nice. Even with the cutouts for the butterfly type joints in there, it looks pretty darn good. The legs have a little bit more meat on them in the quads. That goes a long way into making the figure look, or the character look powerful. The lower leg's a little bit more slender still, but not bad. I think the proportioning is decent. We'll see when we bend the knees, but it generally looks pretty darn good. And in terms of the head, it's not bad at all. They did a decent job painting the sort of buzz cut look on the back. The earring there is nice. I think the face is pretty well done. It's one of the better faces. They tend to do kind of a soft sculpt, and this one isn't that bad. The hair is done well. I like it. The S is sculpted and painted incredibly well. I shouldn't say incredibly, but it's pretty darn good. All the way around, the paints are clean. They're not perfect, but they are clean. And there is shading throughout too, just subtle shading, but it looks nice and it's very saturated, and I like it. And I'll talk about one other thing, because I made a post the other day. When that Wolverine went back up for pre-order for the reissue, I said, you know, you could buy this if you don't want to buy the garbage knockoff. And so many people tried to defend the knockoff. And like, look, if you want to buy knockoffs, that's your prerogative. If you don't care about the ethics behind it, that's your prerogative. If you don't mind buying a significantly lower quality figure, that's your prerogative. Just don't tell me it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. Are Mafex figures too expensive? Probably. That doesn't mean the knockoff is just as good. Okay? Is it a good figure for the $20? Sure, but they're not making the figure. That's why. They stole it. So, you can defend it all you want, but you are buying stolen stuff, and it is low quality. If you have reasons for it, good on you. Don't care. But don't tell me I'm wrong for saying you shouldn't buy knockoffs. You shouldn't, ethically, and probably for your collection, because they're not very good. Even if they're good for the money, they're still not good. That's your choice. Do what you want with it. That's what my opinion is. And it is technically true that they are stolen property. They're not only stealing from Mafex and DC, but also other people for, like, the Helverine or whatever his name is. Whatever. Okay, that's enough of that. This guy looks really good. They are expensive, but he looks really good. I will go for Mafex. It's pretty well done. Like, it's a standout. I think it's clean. The saturation's good. It looks good. I'm going to go 8.5 out of 10. It looks really, really nice. Now, as far as accessories go, we get 3 different heads. We get the normal head that you already saw. We get the angry one, which looks pretty good. The teeth, I don't know, sometimes the teeth look like he's wearing braces just because of the way they did it, but they're actually pretty nicely done. And then you get the one with the glasses. It actually looks better on the figure than on the package, so that's nice. That's really cool. You do get his jacket, which they did a really smart thing, which was to put the wire in the belt part of the jacket, not in any other part. But the zipper part looks really nice. The lapel is sewn down, so that's good, and has a few little other things here and there. And then the S logo is nice, and it fits on the figure well enough. For soft goods at this scale, this is a high quality thing, just like the Gambit jacket. Pretty nice. I don't love it, and I probably wouldn't use it on him personally, but it is there if you like it. And then for hands, I don't know why I said hands and. He doesn't have alternate feet. He's not Spider-Man. For hands, he has a decent spread of hands. Nothing crazy, but it's there. So maybe not the largest assortment of accessories, but I would say it's plenty. I would give it an 8 out of 10. The heads are really nice, and the jacket is high quality. I don't know. Let's do another question. Do you guys like the jacket, or would you go without? Sans jacket? Or whatever the opposite of sans is. I don't know Latin. Anyway, okay. He has articulation. Let's talk about it. Ball pegs throughout the neck and head, so that's going to move around. Really no problem. They do really nice butterfly joints, or whatever you want to call inner shoulder joints. Is this the best one they've ever done? Probably not, but it's certainly going to be enough to get that arm moving around. And then the ball hinge itself is fine, so that's good. You're going to have your full rotation. Bicep swivel is there. Double jointed elbow. Really good range. Not bad looking. We've seen way worse, and we get all the range you could want. The cuffs are floaty, and the hands are on ball hinges. Oh, the elbow's stuck. But the hands do fall off too easily. They use straight pegs, and there's not enough retention. They really shouldn't just use straight pegs. There needs to be a mushroom at the end. So that's a little bit unfortunate. They fall off too easily. But it's there, so it's okay. You just have to fight with them falling off all the time. For the torso, ball pegs again. Gets gappy if you go too far back, but he does lean really far back. Leaning forward also works really nicely. Slight gappage in the lower part here, but really good range. This is probably one of their better articulated torsos. If you want the range, you will end up with gaps, so just don't push it past that. Like, they could have done a little bit better here and there, but he does have really, really, really nice range, and I'm guessing the jacket will do some to hide that. You do get your rotation as well, so that's good. These belts are connected. Maybe only one is. Maybe only the top one is. Yeah, this one's glued right here. This one seems to be floating. Oh, wait a minute. It's glued over here? Well, they glued them in places. That's odd. I thought they were both glued on the side. That's interesting. Oh well, they are both glued, one on one side, one on the other. Alright, for the hips, we still have the damn drop downs, which I don't love. They go out to the side that far, the drop downs don't affect that at all. Oh, there it is, there's the drop down. So annoying. Bringing the leg forward though, using the drop down, you can kick him up pretty high. They did a good job making the crotch soft without it looking like a different material. It's still not my favorite design because the drop down still has to go at an angle and do weird stuff to function. But it does function, and if you don't want to use the drop down too much, you can make it look like he doesn't really have a drop down, so it's not the worst thing. As far as drop downs go, Mafex does a decent job with them, but they're still annoying. In the neutral pose, his hips look really nice though. Mafex haven't always nailed that. They did a good job here. Thigh swivel is minimal. Let's see how these knees function. They function well. Yeah, proportions are off. The lower legs are still too long. Mafex has struggled with that a lot, and hopefully they get better at it. But at least the knees are functional, and this one isn't terribly disproportionate, so could be worse, but it's not great. Boots don't rotate, of course. They are keyed in separate pieces of plastic, not just painted, but you can't even really tell, so that's nice. And then for the ankles, it's really loose. Mafex needs to fix this kind of stuff. Definitely too loose. It's not like floppy loose, but it's not tight. You don't have the best range. Ankle rocker is really nice though because it is on a ball hinge. Then you get toe hinges, which are not very good toe hinges. They're not super tight, and they have a little nubbin that sticks out when you bend the toe. So it's not great. He's not going to take shelf dives as a result if you're going to put his foot back here. Like if he's standing straight up, this little tab right here will keep it from the toe being a problem for him to fall over. But if you're using the toe to stand him, then you have this nubbin in the way. So that's a bummer. But it is not a bad set of articulation. It's just maybe not the best. So for Mafex, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. The torso works pretty darn well, but it is a little gappy. The rest works average, like good average, but nothing special. Is he Nightwing? No, but he's pretty good. And he does look way better than I thought he was going to look. Like I said, I don't care about this character, but I am quite enjoying the figure. So anyway, let's give him a final verdict. Better than I thought it was going to be. Not one of their best figures, but certainly not one of their worst. I think I'll give it an overall rating of 8 out of 10. There's a lot of good stuff here. Some things I don't love. Like if they fixed the proportioning, if they had, well, what else? Maybe I could go higher. Should I go higher? The jacket's nice. I'm going to go 8.5 out of 10. There are some issues, for sure. The looser ankles bothers me a lot. The disproportioned legs bother me a lot. But that's kind of it. The rest works pretty well. Yeah, I'm going to go 8.5 out of 10. It's a good pickup. If you're looking for a Superboy figure that has lots of shelf presence, this is the one for you. Will it cost more than a lot of other lines? Yes. Will it cost more than a knockoff of the same figure? Absolutely. But it is not the same quality. I want to be clear. I have reviewed a CT Toys Wolverine, and maybe they have a varying quality. The one I got, nowhere near the same quality as the official release. Whether or not the official release is too expensive, for a knockoff that's actually fairly low quality, even though it's good for the $15, I'd say it's worth buying the real thing if you're actually collecting action figures, but, you know, you do whatever you want to do. This guy, I think he's worth picking up, but yes, you do have to pay the Mafex price. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but that's it from me. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.